You know the exact feeling. Your thoughts evaporate mid-sentence. Basic tasks suddenly feel like you are trying to walk forward while wading through a swamp of mental molasses. When this fog rolls in, we usually assume our biological hardware is failing. We view the haze as a sign that we've lost our edge or that our minds are simply broken. So we turn to brute force. We try to shatter the haze by downing a triple espresso, glaring at the screen and powering through on sheer willpower. But applying guilt and force to a sluggish mind only amplifies your internal friction. It leaves you feeling completely exhausted. This debilitating mental haze operates as an ancient, highly sophisticated biological mechanism. In this light, brain fog behaves like a bodyguard, stepping in to intentionally dim your consciousness to protect your internal resources from the effects of extreme stress. Our ancient neurology is attempting to operate in a hyper-connected, high-stimulus environment. We are standing at the bottom of a canyon of digital data streams, constantly processing noise. We evolved to handle short-term, acute physical threats, like sprinting away from a predator. We did not evolve to process the chronic, inescapable psychological stress of modern life. This relentless, low-grade stress keeps your nervous system constantly revved. It pushes your internal engine dangerously close to its absolute maximum operational limits. If your brain were allowed to run at this red line indefinitely, it would cross into neurological burnout. You would sustain permanent structural damage to your neural pathways. To survive this escalating threat without melting down, your brain requires an aggressive, automatic override system. We can map this override system by looking at the human brain strictly through the lens of energy economics. Think of it as an advanced, energy-intensive power grid operating on a finite daily budget, heavily concentrated in the prefrontal cortex. When extreme stress burns through that budget, the brain mathematically detects an imminent energy deficit. A biological circuit breaker is tripped. The brain executes a ruthless triage response. It immediately cuts power to high-level processing neighborhoods, like your working memory and acute focus. It reroutes all remaining electricity to the deep central core survival systems. That targeted rolling blackout is the exact biological event you consciously experience as brain fog. This sudden dimming of consciousness acts as a firewall. It forcefully shields your psyche from overwhelming inputs, conserving the exact amount of energy needed to keep your body alive. Cognitive static represents an active, highly successful defense strategy deployed to prevent total system collapse. The presence of brain fog is proof that your biological circuit breaker is working perfectly. The danger lies in how we react to it. Trying to hack your way out of the fog or force productivity generates immediate panic and a heavy wave of secondary stress. That secondary stress proves to your brain that the threat is actually escalating. It trips the breaker further, prolonging the shutdown. You must interpret the mental haze as an uncompromising biological demand to halt processing and rest. By respecting the firewall and allowing the system to physically cool down, you allow your brain to safely restore power to your mind.